Ladies and gentlemen, it is Friday, so before you begin your weekend of debauchery, I'm here to bring you the week in review. First up, the 3 biggest news stories, followed by the editorial of the week, and rounding it off, I'll let you know what I've been playing most and whether or not I would recommend it. So let's begin. First up is the fact that The Last of Us is officially confirmed for the PS4. We kind of knew this already, but now we have the official confirmation. It will include updated gameplay mechanics and updated visuals. The updated visuals include 1080p, better character models, more polygons. The updated gameplay mechanics, I don't quite know what they are. For me, The Last of Us played really well, so I don't know what they're going to improve in that regard, but I'm interested to find out what. When it comes out, it will include the Left Behind DLC as well as the 2 multiplayer maps. It will retail for $60 or €60. So yeah, I'm pumped. I'll probably pick it up again. Speaking of Naughty Dog, and more specifically speaking of a past member of Naughty Dog, Amy Hennig, who moved to Visceral Games to work on the new Star Wars game, it is confirmed that Star Wars game is going to be a third-person action adventure. This comes to us by way of a job posting that Visceral put up, in which they need a, let me just double check. They need a design director to work on the latest Star Wars game, which they described as being a third-person action adventure. I don't know if they wanted to hold that quiet and do a big reveal, but either way, it's out there now. I can't wait to see the first trailer for that game. Oh, just see how the game is going to play. It's going to be fascinating. And finally, the PC requirements for Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor have come out, and the recommended settings require you to have a bit of a beefy computer. Something that I don't have. I just about get over the minimum specs. Either way, they're on the screen for you to have a look at the moment. So you can decide if you want to play it on PC or console based on those specifications. And the editorial of the week is this great piece done by Nathan Hughes about Assassin's Creed, and more importantly, Desmond Miles' journey and how it started off with a big bang and ended in a bit of a whimper. It does this fantastic job of putting the entire series in perspective and chronicling his journey, the ups and downs, and how it was a big deal and then kind of petered out. If you're a fan of the Assassin's Creed franchise or just want to know what happened with Desmond, I'd recommend giving it a good solid read. It's really interesting. So yeah, and then the game I'm playing most this past week is The Swapper. This is a 2D puzzle game which you're set in space and it's very desolate. And the most interesting thing about the game is its mechanic of cloning. So all the puzzles are solved the exact same way by you cloning yourself a number of times. You can clone yourself up to 4 times. So at any one time you can have 5 of you. When you move left, your clones move left. You move right, your clones move right. The great thing about it is that's the one mechanic that's introduced to you at the very beginning. And that's all you have. The levels change around that mechanic. You don't have to learn new things. You just have to adapt to the levels, which is quite nice. There's no big power-ups or adding mechanic after mechanic, just the one thing that you carry you through the whole time. And it's really enjoyable. The setting reminds me of Dead Space without enemies, which I quite like. I recommend it. You can get it on Steam right now for not much, maybe 10 or 12 euros, but I definitely recommend it. Be sure to let me know what games you've been playing. I might give me something else to play once I finish with The Swapper. And that is your week in review. Thanks for joining me. Now you can head off to your weekend, you hooligan. Take care, folks.